High school sports fans, are you following Varsity Media on our YouTube channel? For the best coverage of New York high school sports, make sure you head to youtube.com/varsitymedia. 3 easy steps. First, hit that like button, and then be sure to subscribe. And finally, tap that yellow bell to be notified of all of our upcoming sportscasts. Thank you for following Varsity Media on YouTube. High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
From Manhasset High School at Walsh Field, it is a true shore-to-shore battle. The Bulldogs from Rumson-Fair, 2-time defending champions and undefeated, take on the 2-time defending champions of Manhasset, looking to bounce back off a pair of defeats. It's Rumson-Fair, and it's Manhasset under the lights here on a Friday night in Manhasset. Well, we're still in the afternoon. I was going to say good evening, but we're still in the afternoon. Dylan Butler, Tom Rooney here with you for what should be a fun one. Listen, these are, never mind their current records and we'll get into all of the nitty-gritty, right? This is cool because it's 2 towns that are like mirror images of it. One, granted, obviously down on the Jersey Shore, and one here on the North Shore of Long Island. But it's 2 smaller schools, 2 tradition-rich programs, and lo and behold, both led by a pair of former Rutgers All-Americans, too.
Yeah, that know each other really well. I love the matchup. I love the fact that we get 2 teams from the tri-state, that are both, really household names. Rumson-Fair probably has all of New Jersey rooting for them tonight. And, coming up here to play Manhasset, the 2-time defending state champions in New York. Just a great matchup. 2 really good teams. Manhasset trying to find their way a little bit, but Rumson comes in red hot.
Yeah, they're 10-0 on the season. These 2 teams met last year, fittingly, I guess, out at Rutgers, right, where, again, both head coaches were standouts during their days. And that was in a game where, as he did throughout, Cal Gerard dominates the faceoff X, lost only 5, but it's a 2-goal game. So Rumson-Fair pretty much gave Manhasset their toughest game of the year last year, outside, of course, of the Woodstick that went overtime. But and this is a team, listen, obviously, look, both teams have different pieces. They're not the same. There's game changers that have gone on to the next level. But for Rumson-Fair, man, they have just continued this streak, 10-0 on the season, beating everyone, obviously, in New Jersey, but also a really impressive win over New Canaan, one of the better teams in the state of Connecticut.
Yeah, this team could play with anybody. And I think maybe last year maybe caught a few people by surprise with the way they played Manhasset. And the reality was, if you asked the Manhasset kids, they thought Rumson was fantastic. And they showed that they can play with them. And I think they come here tonight with a little bit of a different mentality, not hoping to kind of, create a good game, but expecting to be, right in a game and looking to win this game.
And maybe a little bit of a chip on their shoulder for that loss in New Jersey a year ago. And this is a team full of football, hockey guys, tough, physical, athletic. Should be a fun one. Let's take a look at the impact players, or the players we expect to have an impact here for Rumson-Fair, one on both sides of the ball, right? Andy Croddick, he is a true 2-way midfielder. He's their leading guy in attack in that first midfield line, but he'll be on the other side of the ball as well. And on the other side, man, what a dude Frank Aragliagos is, or Galagos will get it right.
Yeah.
And he deserves for me to get it right. Dartmouth commit, a junior, probably the best on-ball defender of a team that has a lot of really good on-ball defenders.
Yeah, we'll start with Craddock. He's going to Colgate. He's a Patriot League two-way midi, can really run around well. You know, obviously you see his stats. He can score the ball. And I watched a little film on our guy, Agralagos, and he's excellent. He's a lefty. He's headed to Dartmouth, and just a really, really good player.
And listen, if you're a fan of pole goals, this might be the game for you because these guys have the green light. They're not just getting the ball over and coming back. If they're involved, and again, they're all athletic, they can go and score goals. And Argalagos has 3 of his own this year.
Their defense is big and long. I think it's averaging 6'4". Dylan, right? Every guy he described was 6'4" or better, and the pole as well. Very long and lanky, and he likes to carry over.
Yeah, that long stick midi that you mentioned, Brody Page. For the Indians, they struggled up in Connecticut, losing to Ridgefield, losing to Darien. They had a big bounce-back win against Shore-Wading River, and that kind of led them into, they thought maybe they had turned a page. Tough loss here that we had on the Varsity Media Sports Network to Garden City, obviously. They followed that up with a loss to a Wantagh team we're both very high on. They're banged up, they're injured, and now they've got an undefeated team from Rumson-Fair coming in. Obviously, nobody outside of Manhasset is feeling bad for these guys that you lose a Cal Gerard, a generational face-off guy who got you so many extra possessions, but they're still just trying to figure things out. And we both feel like they're going to figure it out. That's what they do here.
Right.
And they're going to be a much better team at the end of the season than they were at the beginning.
Yeah, they're not only dealing with the loss of Cal Gerard, they're dealing with injuries. And then you have a team that had a ton of seniors last year. So a lot of these younger guys, this is their first time on the field and getting that experience. And Coach Cromwell admitted to us today, Dylan, that he's still trying to find the right mix, right? And, you know, the great thing is they play a great schedule. I mean, there's no shame in playing Richfield and Darien, and obviously you're going to play Garden City every year.
Chaminade as well.
Chaminade, and then you bring up this team from Rumson-Fair, who's excellent. So good for them. They will figure it out.
Let's take a look at their 2 impact players here tonight. And on the left, Danny Colin, right? The Navy commit junior, an honorable mention all-county selection a year ago. And we've given a lot of love, rightfully so, to Jack Mulholland, but maybe Brian Fleck has kind of flown under that radar a little bit. He has been excellent at close D.
Yeah, Fleck is a really good athlete. He's going to have his hands full today with 3 really good attackmen for Rumson-Fair. But I'm really impressed with the way he plays. Really good athlete on the ball. And Danny Colin, you know, the Navy commit, strong right-handed attackman, really smart player, knows how to score goals. And my guess is they're going to rely on him tonight.
Let's take a look at the starters for both teams as the captains are out at midfield with the officials. First for the visitors from Rumson-Fair. Tack line of Orr, Leiden, and Passalaqua. Your first midfield is Golden, Craddock, and Whitehouse. T facing off. We'll speak more about Marascio, but what a terrific talent he is. Troy Monty, Argalagos, and Najanson are your close D. We mentioned before the long stick mini just doesn't fit on our page here is Brody Page. And in the goal, what a story this is, huh? You've got a bunch of dudes, you got a bunch of veterans, and you've got a freshman in Seamus Gordon in the cage. His breakout, if you will, they were down to Christian Brothers Academy 8-3 early second half. He gets thrown right into the fire and answered the bell right away.
Yeah, you can see he's a good-sized freshman, and sometimes, you know, having a freshman sit and watch a little bit is the right thing, and he's played well since he's been inserted into the lineup.
Bulldogs head coach Mark Moreau. There you see him out there from Concord, Carlisle in the state of Massachusetts. 1984 graduate, former Rutgers All-American, 1988, 1989. Started his career at Bernard's in 2003, then went on to St. Joe's Metuchen, had all kinds of tremendous success there, which also included a non-public State A title in 2010 when he was also the Coach of the Year by the NJSIAA, and he's in his 8th season now at Rumson-Fair. Loving, even though it's an hour-long trip from the Rutgers area, loving going down to the shore and coaching these guys up.
Yeah, he had nothing but good things to say about the community, about the youth league. He loves where he's at. You know, when you hear you have to drive an hour to go coach a high school team, most guys would say no thank you. He embraces it. He loves it. He's in a great spot with this program.
Take a look at the starters for Manhasset. It's Colin, Sheeran, and Arnold. That's your regulars right up front. Bit of a change there. This is a group that started the year as their second midfield. Leader, O'Connor, and Purcell. Ryan Richter will get the first face-off, but you might see a few different guys there. And, of course, Mulholland, Fleck, Zachariah. Good to have him back in the cage for the Indians. Matthew M. has been phenomenal for Manhasset, not just this year, but for the last couple of years. We'll take a quick break. We'll have the keys to the game and the opening face-off when we return right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Did you just have the best athletic year of your life? And now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level.
Welcome back here to Ed Walsh Field. Dylan Butler, Tom Rooney, our entire Varsity Media crew to continue with the starters in that huddle there. Of course, Keith Cromwell in his 8th season as head coach, 1997 graduate of Hicksville High School, was a Nassau County champion as a senior, went on to Rutgers, where he became the all-time points and goals leader, a 3-time All-American there. And it's interesting, too, Tom, you know, Cromwell and Rumson-Fair head coach Mark Moreau, they're not from the same class. They're 10 years apart, but they sounded like they were best friends, and that speaks to the great alumni base that Rutgers has produced over the years.
Yeah, they both mentioned Coach Hayes from Rutgers did such a good job of bringing the alumni back and connecting the alumni. And Moreau said he feels like he has friends from Rutgers from the 70s all the way up to the 2000s, which is really cool. And the fact that these two guys met at Rutgers last year was probably really special. You see him there. There's Coach Moreau waving, and it's great when you have college guys who have that connection, and now they're in the coaching ranks and they bring their teams together.
Tom, let's take a look at the keys to the game here for both of these teams. For Manhasset, this wasn't an issue the last couple of years, right? But they're not going to get as many possessions as they've been used to. So they got to value and maximize those. And obviously the middle of the field now, winning those ground balls and clearing the ball effectively. And obviously, listen, there's two first-line midfielders in Petroselli and Mondiello out. Somebody's got to step up there.
Yeah, for years it was make it, take it here at Manhasset, so they're going to have to really scrap their way in the middle of the field. And they have 3 young midfielders. And then Rumson-Fair Haven, they're excited. They come up here and they got to make sure they just stay calm, stay disciplined, and play their game. This is a really good matchup. They want to win some one-on-one matchups on both sides of the field.
So those are your keys. We look now to the face-off X, where in this matchup a year ago was kind of a coming out party for Maracchio. You see him winning 70% of his faceoffs, won 5 against Cal Gerard. Gerard went up to him after the game and was like, listen, you're a good Fogo, man. You should be playing next level. Gave him that extra confidence to get going. And Ryan Richter, again, he's that guy right now. They've been trying to find it. Cromwell said, we use, 2 face-off guys for like 8 years. We've used maybe 4 or 5 in different games here, just trying again to find that guy, to find who gets that rhythm.
Right. They're going to start with Richter. I think you'll see some long poles. And listen, maybe Richter gets hot here, but it's something they have to figure out.
So opening face-off goes to Rumson-Fairhaven, and Craddock with the feed. And he'll back it up. Terrific athlete. Second team All-State a year ago. He's their do-it-all midfielder, Andy Craddock. Terrific hockey player who scores clutch hockey goals, Tom. He scores clutch goals in the lacrosse field as well.
Yeah, he's got overtime winners, and Coach said he's just one of those kids who loves the ball in the big moment.
And there he is on the top. And again, it's always interesting kind of who draws who, right? In this one, it's Eddie Farkow, who just recently became a short stick D-midi, had a long pole in his hand just a couple games ago. And here's Craddock against Farkow.
Yeah, nice job right there by Farkow. Good size on Farkow, and good matchup size-wise for Manhasset.
So they'll switch it, and here's Alistair Orr. Orr, if you follow Rumson-Fairhaven football, you know him well as the star running back on a team that has made the state championship game in the last 3 years.
Yeah, excellent two-sport athlete, really good athlete, and so is this young man.
Golden with a low shot.
Yeah, Golden, a hockey kid. Coach talked about how quick he is, and you saw it there. He was able to get top side.
So first shot, first save for him. Here's Pasalacqua. Good defense. And this is where Manhasset has been very good this year. So as they've been trying to figure things out on attack and trying, listen, you've got to defend a lot more this year than you used to. Here's Craddock. Finds it, back post. And Rumson-Fairhaven takes the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, Farkow here does a pretty good job of bodying up Craddock, and you can just see why Craddock is going to Colgate, and he's a Division I player here. You're going to see him sweep across the top, and it's pretty good D, but he stays with the dodge, and he kind of just muscles his way to a spot here on the hash where he can get his hands free. Nice overhand shot.
Goal number 26 on the season for Craddock, a guy who Moreau thinks will see immediate time as a freshman at Colgate. So wing play gets involved here, but it's Maracchio who controls.
Yeah, and that's a ball that Manhasset would love to get back. You're not going to win a ton of face-offs. You have a chance at a ground ball. You got to come up with it first time. And now Rumson-Fairhaven's got to clear one of their big guys here.
And now the Bulldogs go back on attack. That was Matt Casaza, number 5, a moment ago. Here's Joe Whitehouse, just the sophomore. Fast, tough, straight-ahead dodger. Now they're trying to get him in the sub game. Craddock comes out of the box. You got a man advantage here for a moment, but in and out of the stick of Golden. And here comes the Indians. It was Mulholland. Now here's Colin.
Nice job by Mulholland there. Really good off the ground first time. And then a good decision by Colin.
He was 1v2 didn't want to force it again. You want to value these possessions now if you're Manhasset.
And here's the midfield that Coach Cromwell was talking about. Young guys, here's Tommy Leader, the sophomore, really good player, and he's got a chance to step up here.
Leader hands off to Sheeran, another sophomore. 33, Cole Purcell. Advanced roles already in this season for this midfield unit that, as you mentioned, you start the season on the depth chart there on the second midfield line, and you've got, or at least two of them are, and here's Colin now, little shake, little bake, goes GLE. Tries to, or at least he attempted to body up Argelagos. Purcell draws the slide.
Nice job right now by Rumson-Fair Haven, doing a good job communicating through the picks, winning some of these matchups. And Manhasset now identifies that Patrick Arnold has a short stick, so this is a matchup they're going to like.
But the short stick is Croddick, right? So little two-man game. That's Leader. It's a little tougher because you got to pick it up off the turf. He'll get it back to Arnold. And again, draws the short stick. Arnold powers his way. Goes low. Nice save by the freshman.
Yeah, that's a really good save. Nice job by Arnold. I like the offense there by Manhasset. They took their time, and then a ride back. And this is the stuff we talked about. You got to be tough. Nice job by O'Connor in the middle of the field. You might have numbers here.
O'Connor ducks under a defender. Gets it back to Purcell as they'll go settled offense. Manhasset.
Yeah, Manhasset doing the little things right there, riding hard. I thought Arnold got a good shot, and then not giving up on the play, getting the ball back, and they still have their first offensive middies on there. Going to make Rumson-Fair Haven play defense for, a little bit longer, which is never easy.
So again, looking at some individual matchups, look, it's Argelagos on Colin. So kind of best on best there as Purcell gets it to Colin. Argelagos on him. Colin tries to speed through, spins it, loses it. I think Croddick was there on the check as well. And now it's that 50-50 ground ball war. And Manhasset wins it. It's Sheeran. Sheeran's doubled. And he'll lose it. And they've got some dudes, Tom, on the defense. That's Argelagos pushing it forward to Croddick.
Yeah, Sheeran does a nice job coming up with the ground ball, but the Rumson-Fair Haven, double there with Argelagos and, I'm not sure who the other guy was. Maybe Brody Page, who's down here on offense right now, just doubling them. Can't get away from him. Good size on this Rumson-Fair Haven defense.
You were remarking ahead of the game, like Moreau was like, well, we got this guy coming in 6'2", 6'3". Now we also have this guy. He's 6'3", 6'4". They just kept coming. Here's Golden. He's going downhill. And it's Orr at X. What a great story Alistar Orr is. Again, standout football player. Said, listen, I'm coming back. He played as a freshman, didn't play as a sophomore and a junior. And he said, Coach, I want to be on attack. And Moreau's like, well, maybe for the first day of practice. I kind of think you're a short stick D-midi after missing so much time. And after a couple minutes, Moreau and his staff were like, okay, you're on attack. We get it.
Yeah, it takes a special athlete to do that, right? And, that's the natural, like, oh, you're a football kid, we'll put you at D-midi. But his skills are obviously, they didn't really diminish, and he came back ready to go, and he fits in really nicely. He loves his field vision. A lot of shooters around him. You need a guy like that.
Here's Golden. Little stutter step, stop, and pop. Here's Whitehouse. Good defense again by Manhasset. Now here's Orr at X.
Yeah, the 6-on-6 defense right now for Manhasset is excellent. They're pressing out, pushing this matchup. You see Zachariah on the ball right now, really good young defenseman. And I like that. When you're struggling a little bit at the X, you're not going to get as many possessions. Try to get some turnovers. Go out and press these guys. And here's Croddick again, kind of posting up there.
Yeah, Craddock-Farcow. That's another fun matchup. It appears we're going to see this evening is Passalaqua. Good slide comes his way. That was Mulholland. Another 50-50 ground ball war. Who gets this one? It's Manhasset and Mulholland emerged from the scrum. Mulholland wide.
That's great effort, Dylan. I love that. I mean, that is Jack Mulholland just saying, I got to pick my team up right now. And now you play fast, and you almost got one there.
Yeah, that shot wide of the mark, as it looked like Manhasset trying to catch him in a sub game. That was Marco Petroselli, the freshman who will see a lot more time. He has been seeing more time. He's earned that time as well, but injuries, and he is in many ways his brother's keeper, Luca Petroselli, out tonight with an injury. So more time for the freshman Marco.
Yeah, and you have Manhasset going to like the double invert here, which is smart. Coach Cromwell knows the scout. He sees the size of the defenseman. Why test these big guys when you can go after some of the D-middies? And Petroselli, nice footwork here.
Petroselli goes inside roll, but the help comes in a big way as Argalago sends him flying.
Ground ball there by Nadjinson. And listen, this Fairhaven, Rumson-Fairhaven defense is tough. Petroselli had a step. Manhasset's going to have to find a way to get some shots off just a little bit earlier before these slides come, because they're coming fast.
Timeout called by Rumson-Fairhaven. We look, Tom, at the upcoming schedule that we have here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. A fun one on Monday night. This is a Varsity Media Pass exclusive. It's under the lights at Farmingdale State College, Northport, and Garden City. Some baseball. You're on the call with me on that?
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Some baseball, Wantagh Plain Edge, always a big rivalry there. And you don't have to say rivalry without saying Farmingdale Massapequa. They met on the lacrosse field yesterday. Big win for the Dalers in that one. Massapequa looking to bounce back against maybe the class of Class B. Find out in the near future. Hopog Shoreham Wading River. I'm on that one as well. New Hyde Park, Long Beach, Chaminade, St. Anthony's, round 2. And then Massapequa, Cold Spring, Harbor Girls, all right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Well, Dylan, the first thing that jumps out at me after 10 minutes or so of this game is the Rumson-Fairhaven defense. They are big, they are athletic, they are aggressive, they are getting after this Manhasset offense. And I'll say the Manhasset defense has done a nice job as well. I think they've come ready to play. They're pushing out and pressing. If you love defense, this has been great. This first quarter's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think in that sense, they are mirror images, right? Because both teams have really talented poles and aggressive and athletic. Mulholland, a beast on the football field, like Argalagos as well. So there is that symmetry, certainly, between these two programs. So off the timeout, here is Orr. And now it's Golden. He was second-team All-State a year ago as well. Played midfield and attack last year. Another hockey guy. Small but really fast. A moving pick sends us the other way.
That's going to be a penalty.
Delay a game against Rumson-Fairhaven.
When you're struggling on offense, Dylan, there's nothing better than hearing you're going to be man up, right?
So Orr, 32nd technical foul as Orr goes in. So first man up opportunity of the game goes Manhasset's way.
Yeah, I'm interested to see, you're missing Montiello and you're missing Petroselli, so obviously in short time you have to figure out who you're putting in here. So they're going with a 3-3 set, but you still have, Patrick Arnold, who's been dynamite this year, and it can really stretch a defense. And then, of course, you have Colin, who's kind of the point guard out there.
And 16, we saw get a touch. There he is now, Jared Beschel. Played the two-man game at X to Arnold. Feeds the crease, and another really good-looking save by Gorman.
Yeah, great play. I love the play design. They got it inside, and then Gorman just robbed Sheeran.
Inside the final minute now of this entertaining and low-scoring first quarter. That's Brody Page. Feeds it to X. Or back in. Tried to go maybe question mark. Look at the triple team. Lost it. And again, another one of those 50-50 battles. This one will go, at least it looked to, and it will go to Rumson-Fairhaven as Croddick gets it. And Rumson-Fairhaven here can potentially hope for the last. And they'll also get a man-up opportunity out of it as Eric Solura called for the delayed penalty.
Yeah, free possession right here, 10 seconds.
Golden hands off. There's Pasalacqua. Back to Golden. Or feeds the crease. Croddick cannot get it off as time expires. So Rumson-Fairhaven will have a man-up opportunity when the second quarter begins. So the Manhasset community mourning the loss of a 2002 graduate, former member of the state championship team, 2022 state championship team, Tyler Godfrey. Sadly lost his life a few days ago, and we wish, certainly our thoughts and prayers are with the Godfrey family. And just a quick word, listen, when you are injured on the lacrosse field, your injury is obvious to all. You're wearing a brace or something of that mindset, but if you have mental health issues, they aren't as clear. So if you are someone dealing with mental health issues, listen, help is a call, a text, an email away. Back after this.
You're watching Varsity Media, New York's high school sports network.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Feel like your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coaches develop a game plan to execute on game day. Our current clients love the Varsity Media difference, which includes more insightful camera angles and a speedy upload process. Start building your championship team today with award-winning individuals at Varsity Media.
Back here at Ed Walsh Field, we start the second quarter with Rumson-Fairhaven. Dylan Butler, Tom Rooney, our entire Varsity Media crew here as for the first time today, Rumson-Fairhaven get to look at their extra man opportunity unit.
Right now, that's Luke Lyden with the ball, big lefty shooter. Of course, you have Croddick over there. We've already met him. And you got Gordon behind here kind of feeding. Good movement. Nice job by Manhasset staying balanced.
That's Whitehouse up top. 23 seconds left on the man up. Lyden, a guy, at least his dad, you know well.
Yeah, his dad and I grew up together. And he moved down to the Jersey Shore, loves it down there. Son's a really good player. Loves this program, and he's playing really well.
We're even. As you saw Joe Malazzo race in.
That's a great job by the Manhasset man-down defense. Not even giving up a shot. It really answered the bell there.
And Golden lights the lamp. His 6th of the year as the Bulldogs take a 2-0 lead.
Dylan, when we were getting the scouting report on these guys, the first thing Coach Moreau said to us about Golden was he's lightning quick, big-time hockey kid. And you see here, it's just a stutter step, and then it's a foot race. And with that pick, he gets a step, and then a really great job of turning his shoulders and firing it home.
Really good stick, really good IQ as well. A junior on this team that has won back-to-back state championships. Another face-off win for Rumson-Fairhaven and Marascio.
Yeah, Marascio looks like the real deal, Dylan. He's got, different exits now on all these face-offs and handles the ball well. Cal Gerard was right. And what a nice moment, right, for Cal Gerard, great sportsmanship to go up to a kid from another team, obviously and from another state he doesn't even know, but to give him those encouraging words, kind of changes the life of a kid. Coach Moreau said after that he really believed he could be a face-off guy and started training even harder.
And he'll go to Denison, and Moreau said, listen, in reality, he could be should be a Division I guy. Kind of thought about the PG route a little bit, but listen, fell in love with Denison, loved the coaches there as well. Proof that, you can play anywhere. He'll likely play right away as well. And, you hear all about a lot of the D1 guys, right? Like you got a red shirt a year. You might not see time until your junior year. So, listen, good for him staying with the team that he wants to go to collegiately. And again, he'll find that home, and I'm sure he'll do well there as well.
Yeah, I would think so. He's got that build. He looks like a college face-off guy right now.
And Rumson-Fairhaven, they're a squad too. As we take a look at some of their next-level guys, they have developed some really good players, right? Cashian running on that first midfield line right now as a freshman at Yale. He was the guy a year ago at Rumson-Fairhaven. If you needed a goal, you went to Cashian, and now doing his thing at Yale.
Yeah, when you watch Cole Cashian play, you go, oh, well, he's a really good lefty shooter, and then you see him shoot righty, and you go, oh, he must be a righty. Like, he's about as two-handed as they come. But, yeah, they have a great program, and you see some of these high-level schools, great academic schools, and, Coach Moreau has done a great job of developing these guys, and he was very quick to tell us how great the youth program is and how much, they've developed the youth in that town, and it's really fed into the high school.
Hey, you saw a Devlin there, right? His younger brother is Chase, who backs up Brody Page. There's another Devlin brother playing club lacrosse at Wake Forest, and now Chase Devlin, he's got those big guys out of the house, right? He could be the guy now, and he's really developed that as well this year. Here's Colin off the timeout. Look at the harassment coming his way. Argelagos takes a big whack. Now the double comes. Colin somehow comes away.
Yeah, that's amazing stick protection right there by Colin.
And when you need juice moments on the attack, that's one way to do it, right? Take on a couple really good poles, still come away with the ball.
Yeah, I got to tell you, that Rumson double right there, I mean, they came flying, and Colin was, Colin's a really good player, and he was able to get out of it. If you're Manhasset right now, you got to find the matchup, right? You got to find who's going to beat their man. They got Tommy Leader here on the wing.
And he's got the short stick, gets top side. Leader passes it off. Sheeran switches hands. That's not his matchup. And we go back now. It's Doc. Daniel O'Connor pumps the brakes, a goal line extended, tries to get top side himself, kicks it back up top, and Colin goes the other way. It's Leader. To X to Arnold.
Yeah, good patient offense. Somebody, though, has to take that next step. I thought Leader had a step before, could have pulled the trigger. Colin's going to test the matchup again on.
This time,
Monty
doesn't get Argelagos. Yeah, he gets Monty. Good job just keeping the ball with a whole bunch of hungry poles, right? And there's That's what you get sometimes, right? When you get the extra offense, you get some frustration maybe defensively. A slash, it looks like. That's Najanson. So a delayed penalty. Free possession for Manhasset. Lowering the shoulder. Daniel O'Connor.
I like the shot. I really do. Does a good job of lowering the shoulder, creating a little space. Gorman, a little chicken wing save there. Last time they were man up, Dylan, they ran a really nice set. They got a good look inside to Sheeran. They just got robbed. So let's see if they go back to that or go to another one.
And last time they were man up, it was only 30 seconds as well. Now I've got a full minute as well to get this man up group going. Got to pick up the laundry on the far side. We do that. That'll help from Marco Petroselli. Surprised he didn't kick it to him. Big soccer guy is Petroselli. There he is on the ball.
Yeah, the defense here for Rumson-Fair Haven is long and lanky. You're going to have to really, move the ball. It looks like they're going back to a little rotation there. Get Arnold free. Nice
Fire.
shot.
Yeah, fires it low and wide.
I think Arnold's a guy that has to get going in order to Manhasset, to be in this game and be productive offensively. Him and Colin are obviously guys that they're going to key on, but they have to be able to produce, and especially in a situation like this where you're man up.
Yeah, on a team that's struggling to score goals, Arnold has been getting the lion's share as that ball gets knocked down. Good pickup, though, by Leader, and look at this. Another flag.
And a goal.
And Arnold delivers it off the assist from Sheeran. That's a man up and another penalty as well.
Yeah. Now, listen, this is really great patience. Yeah, we're going to see them swing the ball. And Arnold, you can see in the background there, is just circling around from X. And this is Sheeran just looking off the next pass. Does a really nice job of finding Patrick Arnold for the finish. And that's got to feel good. We just got finished talking about it. They need Arnold, right? They're not going to be able to win without Patrick Arnold, scoring goals. And right now, the good news is you scored. The better news is you're man up. The tough news is you got to win a faceoff.
And they sent Danny Colin there to do so. It's Argalagos who's in on the slash. So that's your best on-ball defender. And you're right. This is a faceoff, even if you just get the wings involved, right? That's what he does. What a job by Colin. And now you've got to get this ground ball. Manhasset does just that.
That's really cool. Colin is a kid who faced off a lot when he was younger. As he's developed as a player, you kind of get away if you're on the field so much. But he's doing whatever his team needs him to do. That's awesome.
And Farkow had that big ground ball as well. And now you're men up again. Here's Sheeran. Looks to feed Petroselli to Colin at X. Leader swings it. 15 on the man up.
Yeah, they went back to the wheel. Rumson was ready that time. You got to move this ball quickly to the backside to get a shot.
Nice ball fake. Defender falls for it, but Colin fires over the net. And after this ball comes in, we will be even. Look out from behind. Ball fed to the crease, intercepted by Rumson-Fair Haven, and feels like a long time since they've had the ball, right? Really most of this second quarter, and now they'll get their attack going.
Yeah, this is, we had a good look at their offense early, but it has been a while, and nice job by the man down unit there, killing off that penalty.
And here's Whitehouse now. Draws Rowan Collins, and you see the short stick for Rowan. That's something that we thought we would see here today as well, and he'll get both duties here today. Have the long pole, put it down, get the short stick matchup with some injuries at short stick D midi for the Indians.
Yeah, I love that too. Whatever it takes to win a game, right? Probably been playing with a long pole for the first, 10 weeks of the season, but willing to do whatever it takes to help his team. And he draws Craddock, which will be no easy task.
Oh, that's gotta be easier, I think, to go that way, right? Than have to go short, stick all your career, if you will, and try to get a long pole in there.
Yeah, every
switch
every
in.
short
Oh,
stick.
great read.
Nice job.
Collins. As it's now Craddock up top. And Farcow in a similar situation, but it's now his full time. And when you've got a lot of really good poles, Tom, this is what you do, right?
Yep.
Some have to sacrifice for the betterment of the team. Little hitch. We go up top to Leiden. Hands off. Pasalacqua. Feeds it to Orr.
And Hassett winning a lot of one-on-one matchups right here, doing a really good job.
Fleck on Orr. And back up top to Leiden, a guy who just keeps getting better and better as the season goes on. Leiden goes low, but Im makes the save. Rebound in front, and Im gets it.
Great save by Im. Needed that one.
His second save of this game, but look out. Farcow lost it. And now here comes Craddock. The backhand feed, Leiden! Denied by Im! And a crease violation.
Wow. Craddock got the ride back and then might have held it just a tad too long there. It looked like he had Leiden. And then Leiden takes a late shot, and Im comes all the way across. I don't know if we have a replay. That was an unbelievable save. It's going to be a free clear with goalie interference.
Oh, here you go, Tom.
Yeah, let's see it. You're going to see Craddock just kind of shovel it across to him. And look at him getting across. That's awesome.
Tremendous save by Im. That was goalie interference was the call, as it's Purcell. He'll look to get downhill.
Yeah, Purcell's a big body. He's a kid who they, another guy that they really need to get going. We got some fresh guys here out from Manhasset.
There's O'Connor to Arnold. Arnold swings it to Colin. And also a different matchup right now for Colin. Works off the Purcell screen to X. Step down shot. O'Connor. It's Colin to put the ball back in the play. Now he gets Argalagos. And here's Purcell again. Draws DJ Devine.
Nice job by Devine. Getting his hands on Purcell as he was coming downhill. And you see Petroselli back there. They got him in an invert. A natural attackman. Obviously a young kid, but somebody who feels comfortable there. Great feed.
Oh, and the finish as well. O'Connor from Petroselli. And we are tied at 2.
This is cool. This is a great wrinkle that Coach Cromwell went with Petroselli out of the midfield. And you see him, and you can see he's an undersized young man, but, plays with his head up and then just throws an absolute dime to O'Connor on a great cut.
Cromwell said of Petroselli, he is cocky and arrogant as can be, but in a good way.
You gotta love it.
You love it out of a freshman, Marco Petroselli. And again, listen, state or county championship soccer game against rival Garden City. Marco Petroselli, Luca Petroselli, both on the field a lot. Another face-off win for Maracchio.
Yeah, really nice job by Maracchio. Not just, getting it out into space on the draw and picking it up himself, but then handling the pressure, running it out himself. Whenever you have a face-off guy that can handle, it just makes everybody's life a little bit easier. You're able to touch it in the box. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff.
And here's Craddock He's got Joe Milazzo on him.
Yeah, Joe Milazzo, a really good athlete, another soccer kid, really good feet. And, Craddock here, I think he's going to just kind of take his time.
And inside the final minute, second quarter, 2-2. Feels like one of those first to 10 gets the win as Craddock takes Milazzo to X.
Yeah, it's almost like a boxing match, Dylan. They're like feeling each other out here early, feeling out matchups. Both defenses have been excellent. Both goalies have made really good saves. Sometimes you get a 2-2 game, there's not a lot of action. There's been plenty of action.
And that's with Marascio winning 4 out of the 5 faceoffs as well. Little jump shot, another Im save, denying Craddock. That is Im's 4th save, but you've got to get the clear now. Shoveling it forward. Here comes Milazzo. Final second. They will not get the shot off. But listen, really, really good first half for both teams. We've seen the strengths of both teams. It's been obviously an evenly played game. It doesn't always have to be 12-10 at the half, right? 2-2, and you can get really good lacrosse as well.
Yeah, that was a fun first half. A lot of really good plays, and I think they've felt each other out now. We'll have a great second half coming up.
Craddock, cross crease, no, says Im. Rumson-Fair Haven and Manhasset tied at 2 at the half. You're watching it all right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Dante does it
Terrific
again! Defensive play. Dante Zadaro. Jellico ties it up.
Move by Yeso steps up and score.
A jump shot for Nell.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Hey parents, how about a bobblehead for your athlete? Bobbleheads are one of the most preferred personalized gift items today, and it's so easy to order. All you need is a photo of your athlete, a model number from our extensive collection of bobbleheads, and the sculpting process begins. 2 proofs are sent for your approval, and once it's approved, in a few weeks, your bobblehead is on the way. It's that simple. Order your bobblehead today by logging into varsitymediapass.com and click catalogs, or call 516-403-2050. Looking to grow your business on social media? Let Varsity Media help you. With over 50,000 followers across our platform, sponsor a segment during the broadcast and share it on social media the next day. It's the best of both worlds, as you'll get thousands of plays and your ad will live on the broadcast forever. Contact us today for sponsorship packages by calling 917-470-0864 or emailing varsitymediasponsors@gmail.com. Did you just have the best athletic year of your life? And now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level. Feel like your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity to help your coaches develop a game plan to execute on game day. Our current clients love the Varsity Media difference, which includes more insightful camera angles and a speedy upload process. Start building your championship team today with award-winning individuals at Varsity Media.
High school sports fans, are you following Varsity Media on our YouTube channel? For the best coverage of New York high school sports, make sure you head to youtube.com/varsitymedia. 3 easy steps. First, hit that like button, and then be sure to subscribe. And finally, tap that yellow bell to be notified of all of our upcoming sportscasts. Thank you for following Varsity Media on YouTube.
Varsity Media is offering a video folder that you can customize to meet your needs. A photo of your athlete can be elegantly placed in the front panel. Essential statistics with a biography can be printed on the inside panel, and videos can be downloaded and viewed on an LCD screen for as long as 2 hours. The attractive video folder can be placed on a coffee table and instantly becomes a conversation. Or give us a call at 516-403-2050. When it comes to advertising, are you hitting the right audience? Why waste your time with television or a free print publication that's given out at a local deli? Varsity Media has your back. With a following of over 50,000 and a local demographic ranging between the ages of 18 and 54 years old, it's time to get that return on investment. Plus, here's the best part. Your ad lives forever on our YouTube page. And with a large on-demand audience, it's a grand slam to advertise with Varsity Media.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Did you know Varsity Media now offers action photography for all sporting events? Available for individuals or teams, we'll send dedicated photographers down to field level to capture your best moments. Our rates are affordable and our photos will leave you with lasting memories for a lifetime. Contact us today, mention this ad, and get $25 off your first order. Email ben@varsitymedia.net or call 516-403-2050.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Dante does it
Terrific
again!
Defensive play. Dante Zadaro.
Killico ties it up.
Move by Yeso steps up and score.
A jump shot for Nell.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Back here officially under the lights at Ed Walsh Field here at Manhasset High School. Dylan Butler, Tom Rooney, our entire Varsity Media crew. Second half about to begin. Rumson-Fair, Haven, and Manhasset tied at 2. Tom, let's take a look at some of those first half stats.
Yeah, well, the first thing that jumps out at me is the face-offs. Obviously, Rumson-Fair, Haven with a big advantage. Manhasset won a big one, though. They brought Daniel Colin up on the man up, and you may see a little bit more of that. And then the saves. I think the first maybe 2 went in, and then since then he's had some really good, spectacular saves even. And Gorman has been really solid in the cage for Rumson-Fair Haven as well. I mentioned I felt like it was a little bit like a heavyweight fight where they were feeling each other out, and I think you'll see a few more, uppercuts and a few more, swings by each team.
Good look there at Gorman, a freshman in goal. You know it, you've coached. You deal with that, right? in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, that's probably the one position where I don't know if age matters as much. A little bit about just understanding the speed of shots. Nice ground ball by Brody Page there.
And here's Croddick. Got Salura, at least right now, on him. And back out to Golden.
Yeah, Golden had that explosive move in the first half and scored a goal, and looks like they're going to pull him. They might also just want the size on Croddick, bringing Farcow over to Croddick, let the big boys battle each other.
And there they go. It was Golden and Croddick to score the Bulldogs' goals in the first half. Arnold and O'Connor with Manhasset goals. As there was Leiden. Back to Croddick.
Yeah, a lot of two-man game from Rumson-Fair Haven. Some picks and trying to just change some matchups. And Manhasset's done a really nice job. The defense on really both sides has been excellent.
Golden. And now some time and space. Low to high. Im makes the save on Croddick.
Yeah, good look from Croddick right in the middle of the field, and Im there to answer it.
And a little bit unsettled. Leader, the extra low shot. Off the mark by Petroselli. Ball gets knocked down. Ground ball. Here comes the Bulldogs. Whitehouse. Unsettled. Knockdown. Im gets it. Good knockdown. Here's Salura. And he's called for the ward. We go the other way. It's Orr. You could see, right, the size on Alistair Orr.
Yeah, our first time seeing him in the open field, that probably wasn't much fun for the defenders in football in the fall there.
He will go to Hamilton to play football.
Yeah, that whole sequence started with Croddick with a really good look. Tries to beat Im high. Im makes the save, and then great transition by Manhasset. Tommy Leader with a great one more. Petroselli just misses, and now they throw it away.
And you credit Farcow there, just getting it on the hands and causing that turnover.
Yeah, Farcow's a big body, Craddock's a big body, and I think they really like that matchup.
Here's Zachariah. Good pressure momentarily from Passalacqua. Pressure still comes. And it will stay, at least for Manhasset, fortunately with them, right? Because they were losing the ball on that far side of the field.
Yeah, and you could feel the pace of this game just pick up a little bit. And nice job by Zachariah getting it over. But Argalago's so long with that pole in the left hand. Here's Arnold.
Arnold! Fires it low, his second. And Manhasset has their first lead of the game.
You just got the sense that Rumson wasn't set up defensively after that wild sequence. He had a couple middies, and you could see him coming off here very tired. And then Arnold, look at him run through that check. And great just placement there. Low to low, an absolute laser.
Patrick Arnold, goal number 25 on the season. Lefty, basketball, and start of the year, Keith Cromwell said of Patrick Arnold, it's his time now. Obviously some terrific seniors on that infamous team, if you will, a year ago, right? That went 21-1, won their second straight state championship. And this is exactly what you want if you're Manhasset, right? Make this a scrap. Make it a 50-50 ground ball war. And it is still that right in front of the Rumson-Fairhaven sideline. So Rumson will get the ball, but listen, they had to earn it.
Griffin Kolb there with a nice clear. That was a great sequence of effort right there by both teams. And if you're Manhasset, I think that's exactly how you want the face-offs to go. Obviously you'd rather come up with it at the end, but that kind of effort, that kind of scrap, and you'll come up with enough.
Here's Kolb. He was Orr's backup in the football season. Really fast, quick, kind of a twitchy second line midfielder. That's Passalacqua back to Orr. Orr pumps the brakes, reverses course on Fleck, tries to round the cage, and he gets it. Orr.
It's a great answer by Rumson-Fairhaven. First they scrap back the face-off, and then watch Orr just attack this matchup. We know how good Fleck is, but Orr right here just going to lower his shoulder and just wraps that around. And I think it might have caught him by a little bit by surprise. He almost shot that as he was coming just past goal line extended. Nice job by Orr.
And now it's a face-off X. What is this, face-off man 4, I think now? It's Giacobbe. He was your face-off guy, game 1, face-off 1. Ground ball.
If you like ground ball scraps, Dylan, you came to the right game tonight.
I love it. The only thing you're missing is like that old school grass field, right? Like used to have that at Syosset.
Yeah, nothing but dirt, right?
Yeah, I loved it. Those games against Massapequa. Listen, those ground balls were already battled with ferocity. Put that on a grass surface, maybe get a little bit of rain in the forecast. Love it. Now Im's got to come out of his cage, and he gets it to O'Connor. So, yeah, the intensity has been ratcheted up a little bit now, second half.
It's kind of how I thought it was going to go, and there's Monty on the ball. Great check. These guys are really getting after each other now, really in every aspect, Dylan. There is nothing that is easy for both teams. Carrying the ball, picking up ground balls, clearing the ball, everything is contested right now.
So now Gorman has it.
Argalagos can go.
Pole goal, no, says Im. Yeah, maybe it was a little bit coming out of the bus, right? Like it's a long bus trip from the shore. It takes some time to get your legs going. Here's Arnold now.
Yeah, and I like this move too, Dylan. This is Patrick Arnold now running out of the midfield. you saw early on, we talked about the size of Rumson-Fair Haven's defense. So get them away from some of those big guys, right? Let them get out into space. You saw the first goal of the second half was him up top, just going, and I think it's a good move.
As Purcell gets it to Marco Petroselli. 5 goals and an assist on the season. Here's Colin, the Navy commit. Works off a screen by Petroselli, rounds the cage, and fires wide and low.
Yeah, nice design there. They double picked. They had a pick at X and then another one at goal line extended. Argalagos got through the first one but got picked off on the second one. Colin wants that one back.
Petroselli. Back to Arnold. Good knockdown. Petroselli will be called for the foul. Trying on that ride back as Brody Page knocked that one down.
Yeah, unfortunate, just trying to ride it back. Brody Page, really good athlete, kind of, picked that ball up and was on his way. And now we're going to see Rumson-Fair Haven again. And you see this just gets out, and I said everything is getting contested now. And Brody Page, really good athlete, gets out and knocks down that ball, gives his team a chance with the man up.
So this is a 30-second technical foul against Petroselli.
Yeah, and I think if you're Coach Cromwell, you're not really upset with Petroselli. That young kid is just fighting and, trying to make a play here.
So it's actually 2 penalties.
We got 2 penalties on the same.
And they're going to get it worked out.
Here.
So you had a trip. All right, so just the 1 penalty for 30 seconds. So Rumson-Fair Haven, their second man-up opportunity, 0 for 1.
Manhasset really stretched on this man down. They were the first time. Rumson's going to have to slide a guy inside, keep him honest. But Manhasset does a nice job of anticipating passes. You see him out to the top of the box on the side of the hash marks there.
Now, Rowan Collins has the long pole back in his hands as rounding him was Orr, and his shot was off the mark. Here's Croddick. Gets it right back. We're even. Orr hands off. And 44 is not the guy you want to try to test. Wearing that number, Tom, for a reason is Mulholland.
Yeah, Mulholland's really good. Tough, big, fast. He's the anchor of this defense, and this is a matchup that I think Rumson's going to like. Croddick on Milazzo. Milazzo giving up size. Very quick, but Croddick's going to test him right now.
And Fleck is kind of hanging out there, maybe waiting for him to come inside. Or some physicality. Here's Golden. A little bit off the mark for Whitehouse. Takes a whack from Fleck. Back to Orr. Orr tries to body his defender. Now the double comes. Really good defense. Now look at this. On the carpet, stays with Croddick. Pressing out there was Fleck, though.
This Manhasset 6-on-6 right now is excellent. They are winning matchups all over the place. Great second slides. Leiden's going to have a look.
Goes low to high, and Im with another save.
Im tracked that ball really well. That's not an easy save, that low to high shot right there. That's a great job of the Manhasset defense.
It's Im's 7th save of this game. And 8 is Gianluca Milazzo. And Gianluca, we figured the junior would see some additional time with those injuries in the midfield line to Mondiello and Petrocelli. And here is Milazzo.
Yeah, good quickness, good speed. A little off the mark there. Another ground ball. Nice job by Tommy Leader there.
Good recognition, too. Delayed penalty as Milazzo has it. Free possession right now for Manhasset. Here's Arnold.
Yeah, Arnold's got the hot hand. I'm surprised they're not running a pick there for him. You know, get him into some space here.
Arnold's defended well by Najensen.
Yeah, Najensen is big and long there, 6'4".
Sophomore.
Yeah, really, really good.
Milazzo. Milazzo, that was a take. And now we'll have the official will detail this penalty. 1 minute. So the fourth man-up opportunity for Manhasset. They're 1 for 3.
So they've given us a couple different looks on the man-up. First one was a little inside play for Sheeran, and then the last couple was this wheel look where they were looking for Arnold, and Arnold got one on it, and then Rumson kind of figured it out. So let's see what they go to here.
Colin to Arnold. Petrocelli, low pass. Scooped up, though, by Beschel.
Yeah, this Rumson-Fairhaven man down is similar to Manhasset, really giving them fits. Great push out, not allowing Manhasset to kind of run their set pieces. But you do have a minute. A little bit easier to do on a 30-second, harder on a minute penalty. Nice job by Colin.
There's 16 seconds left. Oh, that was one where maybe Sheeran should have shot the ball as he attacked the crease. Back out to Arnold now. 5 on the man up. Colin to Hitch, back to Beschel. We're even. O'Connor losing it with Sheeran. Ground ball for Rumson-Fairhaven.
They got numbers if they push it.
That's Chase Devlin. Look at the wheels on Chase Devlin. And now the final 13 seconds, an opportunity as Alistair Orr. Don't give him any open space. Passalacqua, save by him. And that's how the third quarter ends. There is no room at the M. His 8th save of this one. As you see it again. Red hot goalie here. Exactly what Manhasset dialed up. M and Manhasset head into this fourth quarter tied with Rumson-Fairhaven. You're watching it all right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
When it comes to advertising, are you hitting the right audience? Why waste your time with television or a free print publication that's given out at a local deli? Varsity Media has your back. With a following of over 50,000 and a local demographic ranging between the ages of 18 and 54 years old, it's time to get that return on investment. Plus, here's the best part. Your ad lives forever on our YouTube page. And with a large on-demand audience, it's a grand slam to advertise with Varsity Media.
I'm back here at Manhasset. Dylan Butler, Tom Rooney, our entire Varsity Media crew. You'll take a look in at the Manhasset huddle here before the start of the fourth quarter. And listen, these guys have to like what they've been seeing, right? Rumson-Fair Haven, undefeated, beating New Canaan, which was kind of their signature win of the year. One of those games, too, where Moreau said, we clicked on all cylinders. We played 48 minutes of lacrosse. Now, he said they haven't even in the games that followed. But listen, obviously, look, their record is who they are.
Yeah. Listen, this Rumson-Fair Haven team is excellent. I think Manhasset has come here and really competed tonight. They have been scrapping. It starts with the face-off X. They've done a really nice job. For a 3-3 game, Dylan, this is about as well played and as competitive a game as we've seen.
And Marasio with another face-off win. He is 7 of 8. In this matchup a year ago, Cal Gerard won the opening face-off, scored the opening goal. So immediately, Manhasset had the advantage, but it was one where Rumson-Fair Haven scrapped and clawed, and it was a 2-goal game.
I think this is the type of game that Manhasset is very comfortable in right now. The face-off X is not as much of a factor when it's 3-3. Your defense is playing excellent. Your goalie is playing excellent. And you're finding ways to manufacture some goals. And this is another one where if you just get a couple more, you're in good shape.
Oh, Mulholland, yard sale. And we go the other way with Farkow. He gets hammered from behind by Golden. And that will be a whistle and a flag. This will be a push, it looks like.
You're going to see it here, Dylan. This is just tremendous defense. I don't think the Rumson-Fair Haven, and there's a lot of them that made the trip, are going to love that call, but it looked clean to me. And then Farkow gets out and runs, and look at the big fella go. Golden, look at I said nothing has been easy. Golden, just great effort. And unfortunately, with a little loose ball push, push with possession, and he's going to get a 30-second penalty.
So 5th man up now for Manhasset. If they score their second goal, they'll have their second lead of this game. They move it a little quicker now. There's Colin up top.
Yeah, Rumson extending again. And Dylan, the sun is going to play a little bit of a factor on that side of the field. Anything coming from the bench side to the far side across the field is a little tough to pick up now with the sun.
We're even. Here's Petroselli. Arnold spins as he draws Brody Page.
Yeah, great man down defense. Manhasset doesn't get a shot. And now they're going to take Tommy Leader and invert him. And they've done this a few times. 2-man invert.
And they're trying to lock off Colin as well now.
Yep.
Colin still gets the ball, though.
Here comes Argalagos.
Yeah.
He didn't waste any time.
So there was this shorty lock-off, and then as soon as Colin got it, Argalagos was like, hang on, that's my guy. Colin spins, double comes, Argalagos takes it away. And look out, a failed clear. There were 2 Manhasset guys down behind the play, so an opportunity, Tom, for Rumson-Fair Haven to get something, and Argalagos just sent it up in the vicinity of a guy, but Najensen didn't turn towards the ball.
Yeah, Najensen looked like he was trying to get off.
So a break here for Manhasset. And hang on, we're going to come right back.
So I think we might have a warning on the Rumson-Fair Haven sideline. So no penalty, just a a reminder from the referee that he's not going to listen to it all night. And Rumson upset with that out-of-bounds call. Hard for us to see up here. It was right at the Rumson-Fair Haven bench there. So they thought they had a good look on it.
After all that, here comes Purcell. He's got the short stick matchup and a size advantage there as well against Matteo Gengemi. Gengemi, though, another football player, a senior. Part of really of you'd say a four-man rotation at that short stick D-midi spot.
Yeah, a lot of good athletes, a lot of lacrosse football types.
Leader slide came his way in Argelagos and forces the turnover.
Argelagos, I feel like he's been everywhere. He was testing us early, so we would say his name right, and
he got angry.
Yeah.
And now a little bit sloppy and unsettled, and a good timeout called as well by Manhasset. Right, things got a little bit kind of crazy. Good job there by Cromwell and his staff to just pump the brakes. Let's talk things over and settle things down. We showed you those Rumson-Fairhaven next level guys. Let's take a look, Tom, at those former Manhasset standouts now playing next level.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are awesome. Joey Terenzi having a big year at UVA. Cal Gerard, my guy.
D-midi too.
Yeah, Terenzi, they put him at short stick. Joey Terenzi would play anywhere. He played a lot of attack here, played midi. He could really play anywhere. Cal Gerard, obviously just maybe one of the best face-off guys that Long Island has ever seen. Aiden Maholland in his senior year doing a really nice job running first midfield for Michigan. And Silos has been tremendous up at Cornell. Takes a ton of face-offs, does a nice job for them. And Louis Perfetto have had one of the greatest careers up at BU. As good an ex-attackman as there is in college lacrosse.
And those are just 5 of those guys playing next level for Manhasset. Manhasset 8-4 on the season, looking to bounce back off back-to-back losses. First here 6 days ago in the Wood Stick, and then a loss to Wanta as well, a team that you and I both saw literally a week ago against Cold Spring Harbor, and both came away really, really impressed. And I think it's safe to say at this point of this season, look, that's your favorite in Class C this year.
Yeah, I really liked Wantagh. And if I'm Manhasset and I'm Cromwell, I love the fight in our guys. And here's Colin clearing it, and who's there to meet him, as he has been all night, is Argelagos. But getting back to Wantagh is really, really complete. They seem to have just a ton of pieces. And you look at Manhasset and you say, man, they haven't had a lot of offense, but they are competing. And I love the spirit of this team. Everything has been challenged. They're doing a really nice job. They just have to find a little bit more offense right now.
And you think back, too, it's injuries. You had Daniel O'Connor's mom sadly passed away as leader. No. Gorman with the save.
Yeah, nice move by leader. I thought he had a step. He did get a step, and then unfortunately just Gorman there to make the save.
So back to that point, though, Tom, a lot of adversity in a lot of different ways for this Manhasset team this year, and still battling through that.
Yeah, and this community has, really been rallying together for, unfortunately, a lot over the last, couple of years with some really tough situations, and, a couple more again this year. But it just brings them closer together. They obviously love their lacrosse here. Youth program is tremendous, and, a Friday night game cures a lot of ills, right?
Here's Golden, and that's a little bit of what Cromwell's message was, right? Let's get between the lines and just deal with lacrosse for the next 48 minutes, right?
Yeah, you don't have to think about anything except going out and competing, and that's exactly what they've done. And Rumson-Fair Haven has not played a lot of offense. We mentioned it before, and then we really haven't mentioned it again because they haven't. And, they're looking to find a guy. Who's going to win their matchup? Manhasset's D has been excellent all night. Golden is a guy that we know can really run.
There he does. Golden, jump shot, M! Another save.
Loose ball push. Yeah, great save by him, and then now they got to get the ball out.
I think M likes being on the Varsity Media Sports Network. As Croddick lost his stick, Farcow bounced off of his muscle, it looked like, right? Farcow was just like, get out of here with that twig. But M, a huge game, I think 1 against Cold Spring Harbor. And he was our Bowie 4 player of the game in that one. Here's Petroselli.
You got to love the moxie on Petroselli. Young kid going right at Page, really good LSM. You had said to me as we headed to the fourth quarter, it might be 1st to 5. It might be 1st to 4.
Yeah.
Dylan.
Never mind that 10 we mentioned earlier.
Right. But for a game this low scoring, sometimes you say, there just wasn't a lot of action. We've had a ton of action. We've had a ton of competitive plays, guys really getting after it. We've had really good goaltending and defense.
You'd actually say there was more action in this one than there was in the Woodstick.
Right.
Pumping the brakes, reversing it was Colin. Good pickup by Doc. Now it's Purcell. Whoa. Purcell had the size advantage, but ran into the brick wall known as DJ Divine. And we go the other way for Rumson-Fairhaven. But they throw it away. A little bit too fast, and that's what Moreau said as well. Listen, we're not quite NASCAR. We're not Rutgers NASCAR. We want to play, if we can, with a little pace, but that was one of those times where they would have been better off just holding up.
Yeah, at this point in the game, you're under 5. To throw it away is really, really tough. I mean, it was great defense. Great defense by Divine. Gets his hands on Farcow, gets his hands on Purcell, yeah, and is able to come up with a turnover.
And now the question here, Tom, is who among these 6 is going to grab the bull by the horns and get this one, or the bulldog, if you will, with Rumson-Fairhaven? Here's Petroselli.
Yeah, I'd like to see Arnold get involved with a little bit of a 2-man game. Petroselli is been pretty effective behind the cage. He had a nice feed earlier. Really confident young man.
Yeah, Petroselli hands off. Here's Leader. Leader tries to get topside, spins it the other way. Arnold to Petroselli. Petroselli feeds it across, low shot. Oh, what a save in front. Sheeran denied. But look at the ride back. Leader. Open net goal. Petroselli.
It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be pretty, Dylan. This is just guys who want to win. You look right here, you're going to see Sheeran get a good look and a knockdown, and Gorman does the right thing and come out, but watch the ride back. Tommy Leader, look at this hustle by Leader, then comes up with the ground ball and moves it right away, which is exactly what he should do. And then Arnold over to Petroselli and the young gun. Why not?
So Petroselli with 1-1. And the go-ahead goal here as well with 3:13 remaining in regulation. Horacio goes backwards. You hole him this time with Fitzpatrick. And it goes to Rumson-Fairhaven. Kind of think maybe a timeout is coming up here, and it is, as Moreau calls the timeout with 2:55 remaining in the fourth.
Yeah, Rumson a little upset. Those are the kind of goals that are frustrating. You play good D, you make a save, but you're not able to come up with a clear, and they convert to get the goal.
We'll take a look at the upcoming schedule for both of these teams. For Rumson-Fairhaven, They will be the Road Warriors. That was a nice-looking bus. They're going to be riding that one around. It's Summit, Manasquan, Bridgewater, Raritan, and then Haddonfield. And they get into their Shore Conference tournament. They get into their Group 1 as well. And the TOC, sadly, is no longer around, but they've got a cool Cursed Cup that's trying to replace that TOC. And that's what Rumson-Fairhaven is looking to try to win. They won back-to-back they won Group 2 in 2022, beating Summit. Last year they beat Mountain Lakes to win the Group 1 championship, lost in the TOC. Their last TOC appearance was in 2022, a 21-5 loss to Mountain Lakes. So good response from them to beat Mountain Lakes. It seems like Mountain Lakes and Summit are those two teams that, whether you're in Group 1, Group 2, those are who they're meeting in these championship games. But it's been 3 state championships for Rumson-Fairhaven in 6 appearances, including the last 2 titles.
Yeah, this is a team that knows how to win. So when they pick up the ball with under 3 to go and down a goal, they've been here before. They've been in overtime games already this year. They're not going to panic. You know, they got guys like Golden and Craddock and Whitehouse. These guys can play, and they're going to come back to this 2-man game with Golden.
We've seen a lot of Golden. Hands off to Passalaqua. Will Craddock get a touch? There's Leiden. There he is. Craddock. And we are tied at 4.
Some guys have the clutch gene. Some guys just love the ball in the big situation. Coach Moreau told us this guy just comes up with big goal after big goal. So you're going to see Leiden come across the top, and Craddock just pops, and then he just attacks this matchup, and he gets underneath, and he's been heavy to his right hand. He goes left, comes back to the right. Big-time play by Craddock right there.
27th goal of the year, 2nd in this game. What a massive face-off now, Tom.
And it looks like they're bringing Danny Colin up to take it.
He has that lone win. And he jumped.
Now you got to get a touch if you're Rumson-Fairhaven. They still have a timeout.
And there's Craddock. Gets it in. And now some patience from the Bulldogs.
Yeah, still subbing guys on. I don't think you want to drain this clock. I think what you do is you want to just get a really good shot, right? And if you're on the sideline, you're ready to call a timeout at any point. And if you're Manhasset, you've played great D. There's no reason to panic here. You've won matchups all night. Stay with that. Stay with that philosophy.
There's Golden on Salura. Hands off to Whitehouse. It's Collins with the short stick.
Collins done a nice job all night, going back and forth, short stick and long pole.
And here's Mr. Clutch, Craddock. 2 goals in this game, whether it's hockey or lacrosse. He finds a way for these moments, and he beats him high. So Craddock goes back-to-back, a little bit of a delayed reaction there as Craddock with the Hattie.
Yeah, I got to see this on the replay because we both didn't react, but Craddock has done this a couple of times, really leans in on it, and you're right.
He didn't either.
Yeah. Im thought he had it too. He just got under his stick, and now we had another huge face-off.
Giacobbe against Marasio. Marasio has won 9 out of 10 face-offs. And it's Cole on the wing. It looked to be a hold. Marasio comes away, and it's a timeout for Rumson-Fairhaven.
Great timeout. Great timeout by Coach Moreau. So if you're Manhasset right now, you're going to pull the goalie and you're going to double the ball, and I would think you're going to go with probably Mulholland and Zachariah. Those are probably your 2 best, takeaway guys. And it's something that kind of has to happen pretty quick. And if you're Rumson-Fair Haven, we haven't seen them a lot, Dylan, but I'm going to guess Craddock's going to pick up the ball.
We'll take a look, Tom, at the upcoming schedule for Manhasset. And in case you thought it gets any easier, we'll go to Southside. They're home for Massapequa, and then the annual Reeves Rock showdown against Chaminade to end the regular season. That's one that obviously will be on the Varsity Media Sports Network, a game that you always look forward to, obviously, for an incredible game, an incredible cause. Jimmy Regan, of course, a Manhasset resident, played at Chaminade, wore that number 19 jersey, gave his life for his country, and it's one of those games that you circle on the lacrosse regular season calendar on Long Island.
Yeah, that's one of those games, even if you're not involved in it, you go and you watch it on Varsity Media. It's always a great game.
So here we go. Minute 15, it's Golden with the ball.
They got Zachariah on Golden.
Now he's got to keep it in. Im out of his cage.
There's the double. Golden is quick.
Look at this, Coach Craddock with the ball.
Yeah, you knew that was coming at some point. Here's the triple team.
Step down, bouncer off the mark, and you thought for a second Collins would have maybe gotten that ball. So 48 seconds left.
Yeah, this is a tough spot to get doubled right on the end line there.
Craddock doubled, goes down, still has it. Feeds it across the way. Golden up top. Mulholland hunts. And there's the feed. Off the bar. And who wins this race? It looked momentarily like Fleck would get it. A push, though, will give Rumson-Fair Haven the ball back. And Manhasset will call the timeout. We'll take it with them as well. 21 seconds left here. Fourth quarter. Rumson-Fair Haven trying to hold on to a 1-goal lead here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching Varsity Media, New York's premier high school sports network. Did you just have the best athletic year of your life? And now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level. Looking to grow your business on social media? Let Varsity Media help you. With over 50,000 followers across our platform, sponsor a segment during the broadcast and share it on social media the next day. It's the best of both worlds, as you'll get thousands of plays and your ad will live on the broadcast forever. Contact us today for sponsorship packages by calling 917-470-0864 or emailing varsitymediasponsors@gmail.com.
Back here at Manhasset, Dylan Butler, Tom Rooney, our entire Varsity Media crew here. 21 seconds left. Manhasset hoping for an early takeaway and then something unsettled. It'll be Rumson-Fair Haven ball in front of and the end of their own bench here with Golden on it. That's a double. Will he get pushed out? He will. So here we go. 17.3 left. A chance, an opportunity. Mulholland.
Got a shot. You got to move fast. Oh, you got a flag down.
Here comes O'Connor.
Should shoot right now.
O'Connor to the cage. O'Connor! Stick check from behind. The feed in front. Leader! Goal! 1.1 second left. All tied up. Now what do you do with the flag?
I don't know if it was a personal foul or if it's going to get wiped out, but how cool is that? we've been talking all night, and you're going to see great job here by O'Connor. He gets under, late check by Page, and then Colin with the presence of mind. Look at the head up, and there's Leader. Just quick sticks it. Great job.
How great has Colin been today, right? Winning a face-off. They're going to wave off the flag. Was on the wing on the face-off. Gets that assist as well. Getting physical as well. He's not the biggest dude out there, but what a moment for Manhasset as Tommy Leader. You know, his older brother Patrick up at Amherst loves what he's seeing there. And we will head to overtime. 1.1 second left. And Tommy Leader, maybe living up to his name, right? Colin to Leader. Free lacrosse at Ed Walsh Field. We're all tied at 5. Don't go anywhere. It's all coming up. Overtime on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Did you know Varsity Media now offers action photography for all sporting events? Available for individuals or teams, we'll send dedicated photographers down to field level to capture your best moments. Our rates are affordable and our photos will leave you with lasting memories for a lifetime. Contact us today, mention this ad, and get $25 off your first order. Email ben@varsitymedia.net or call 516-403-2050.
Opening face-off of overtime goes to Mauricio. Hold the phone. Illegal procedure is called.
Yeah, the Rumson-Fair Haven player stepped out of the box before Mauricio was able to pick it up, so it's going to be Manhasset ball. Manhasset with all kinds of momentum. Coach Cromwell's going to set something up here with a timeout.
What a moment here. And this all leads up to, this is a really cool, fun, non-league game, right? But the real fun begins coming up, right? The Nassau playoffs, and we'll have all those big moments from Stewart Stadium as Varsity Media is your home for the Section 8 playoffs. Go to varsitymediapass.com to order.
Yeah, and a lot of interesting matchups in those playoffs. I think Class A and Class B especially, you feel like really anybody can win it. As good as Southside's been, you can never, count out Garden City or Manhasset. And then in Class A, you have this, Farmingdale beats Pequot, Pequot beats Syosset, Syosset beats Port. They're going to wind up seeing each other in some fashion in the playoffs.
Class C, we think it's Wantagh. Class D, we think it's Cold Spring Harbor. We will see. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and right here, this is cool because these are the kind of situations that often you see at Hofstra, right? Tight games, overtime games, having to come out of a timeout where you got to execute. And Coach Cromwell, he's got the board out now and he's drawing it up. And, if you were to ask me, I'm saying we're going something with Arnold or Colin. Those two guys have been great. They've also done a nice job with Petroselli behind the cage in the invert.
But what did Moreau say of Cromwell, the player? Instant goals.
Yes.
And that's what Manhasset's looking for here off the timeout.
And Rumson-Fair Haven's defense has been really, really good all night. Has pressured the ball really well. You got Brody Page here on O'Connor. And I think if you're Rumson-Fair Haven, you want to stay with that philosophy. I mentioned earlier, they've been in this situation before. They played overtime games this year.
It's O'Connor getting it to Sheeran. Pops it back out to Leader. It was his goal with 1.1 second left in the fourth quarter that forced overtime.
Yeah, they're going to go back to that double invert. It was Leader and Petroselli. They're going to go to it again.
Leader reverses it, and here's Petroselli. Marco Petroselli, little hop in his step. Back to Leader. Leader, question mark, off the bar. Leader! Again!
Leader!
The walk-off! Tommy Leader! Leading by example as Manhasset wins it in overtime.
This is awesome. Leader with a great question mark here. Watch, it's going to ring off the crossbar. This is about the third or fourth ball that he's picked up. It goes right back, and Gorman never saw it. Unbelievable play by Leader.
We'll run that back.
Win. Yeah.
We'll run that back. It was amazing because Gorman, he stung the bar, but Gorman thought it went over.
Yep.
So he's looking behind for this ball the entire time, and Leader just deposits it. Look at this again.
Yep. He's looking behind like, where's the backup?
Well, now he knows where it is.
Yep.
Wow. Tommy Leader.
Oh, I love
His
it.
goals per minute there were amazing because he scores with 1.1 second left in the fourth to force overtime, and he scores the OT winner as well. How about that for a sophomore who came in with 4 goals on the year? Listen, what were the words from Cromwell coming in? We need someone in the midfield to step up.
Yeah.
They found their leader.
Yeah. And he talked about Tommy Leader, and he said he's a guy that we need to get more out of, and he's got to play with more confidence. And you could feel it at the end there. Tommy Leader wanted the ball. He made the move, and then, 2 goals to tie it and then win it in overtime. That's awesome. Great job by Tommy Leader.
Yeah, tremendous job by the sophomore. And listen, great job, too, by Rumson-Fair.
Tremendous.
It's their first loss of the year, but it's one you think is definitely going to help them now going forward. Moreau said it flatly, we're not going to face a better team than Manhasset. So it's another tight game. You can see the players from both teams, the handshakes and the hugs as well. But what a moment here for Manhasset off of back-to-back defeats, getting one, coming from behind and getting it in overtime.
Yeah, that was a really hard-fought game. Hats off to Rumson-Fair for making the trip. Obviously, we know not an easy trip from the Jersey Shore up to Long Island, and they played their hearts out tonight. And, Manhasset just found a way. They had to find some offense, and they found a way.
We will take a look now at our Speed Island speedy play of the game. And listen, you need a tying goal in the final seconds of regulation. You better go fast. And, of course, you can improve your speed with Onyx Salva and the team located in Garden City. Visit SpeedIslandNY.com to book your session today. And here we go.
Yeah, O'Connor going to the cage, and he really did have to go with some speed right there. And tremendous job by him getting under and just kind of causing havoc. And then look at Colin with his head up, and Tommy Leader scores the goal. Awesome.
It's not always just that individual matchup beating your guy down as a speedy play. You need to score with not a lot of time left on the clock. That is certainly your speedy play of the game as Tommy Leader gets his first of 2 with 1.1 second left to force overtime, and then Leader scores the overtime winner as well. What a game here under the lights at Manhasset. For our entire Varsity Media crew, our executive producer, Ben Turchin. Our technical director is Chris Sweeney. Ron Pierre, Becca Kazaks bringing you all those dramatic moving images from my broadcast partner, Tom Rooney. I'm Dylan Butler, thanking you for joining us from Ed Walsh Field here in Manhasset. We'll see you next time on the Varsity Media Sports Network.